Welcome back, everyone, to another episode here on the American Truck Simulator series. And a couple things that I'm going to update you guys on right away before we jump into any jobs here on ATS for this episode. I'm just going to go back to the launch pad real quick. Now, I had mentioned this in the first episode that we were going to likely look to bring in the hard economy or the realistic economy mode here for ATS, and we have done it. So if you remember in the first episode, we were making roughly like anywhere from like maybe $2,000 to $3,000. Now with the realistic economy mod turned on, we're not going to be making so much money so quickly here in this game. And I'll show you a prime example of exactly what I'm talking about here when we get into the actual job market itself. So if we jump in here and take a look at the current active contracts, now remember, we do not own our own truck, but if we were to just kind of jump into a contract that we can complete for a company, like here we have a trip going from Phillipsburg, Kansas down to McAlester, Oklahoma. It is 601 miles, and we're going to make a total of $438. We're going to make a whopping 63 cents on the mile for this job. So hard economy mode, I'm pretty excited about having this mod here, just to add a whole different dynamic to the game. If you guys are just as excited or are enjoying the American Truck Simulator content, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell so you don't miss any future content. This episode here should be dropping before Christmas, so with that, from Misled Farms to your farm, Merry Christmas. Hope you guys all have a great and safe holiday season. And I hope everyone out there gets exactly what they want for Christmas. So let's go ahead and get it started here. We should be already connected to the load. So let's just go ahead and we are going to move on out. 601 miles to go. This is going to be a pretty long trip here. Now, my goal is by the end of this episode, I would like to have enough money to where we can actually purchase our own truck. Now, I don't think we're going to actually be able to maybe do like a brand new truck. We can take a look at the used department. I think that's where we're going to find a fairly priced truck. Now, with that, we are going to have to take a bit of a loan out from the bank. So we're going to have to really stay on top of making sure that we're getting a lot of jobs done in order to cover the leasing cost, or the loan cost, I should say, for I think we're going to take a $150,000 loan out. I think that's where we're going to start, and we'll just see how things go from there with paying that loan back. Hopefully we can continue to find some high-paying jobs and not fall into debt with trying to get a truck here to get us started, so that hopefully down the line we can open up our own garage, we can hire more drivers, all the good stuff, all the things that we need to really be doing so that we can make sure that our business is super successful. All right, making our turn, gonna get on the highway here and make our way down towards McAlester, Oklahoma. 545 miles to go. What I should have done was taken a look at the used truck market just to see what was out there, but once we get this job complete, we get down to McAlester, Oklahoma, that'll be a good time for us to take a break and take a look at the used truck department, see what we can pick up. Now, once we do unlock our own truck, it will be super nice because we will be able to just kind of free roam and then pick up jobs at our own leisure. We can still do the quick jobs and drive for other companies, but at that point, I'd really like to start driving for our own sake and not really doing work for other people. The nice thing is taking those quick jobs does keep some of the mileage off of our truck, which will help down the line if we do end up eventually wanting to try to sell that truck, if that's an option, and just kind of keep the overall just general wear and tear off of our truck. I think for right now, we're going to go ahead, lock the cruise control at 77 mile an hour here. It's a 75 mile an hour zone, so we shouldn't have any issues with that whatsoever. 520 miles left to go on this trip. This is one of the longer trips that we've done so far, so looking forward to it. As we level up, we're going to continue to unlock increasingly larger distances that we can travel for some of these jobs. So I am looking forward to I'd love to do like a 1,000-mile trip here on the channel as well, or just see how much some of the larger contracts that we can get, like maybe some form of like a cross-country trip would be super cool, like maybe go from like Texas all the way up to Washington. I think that would be super exciting to do. That might even be a good idea for a live stream, but I think for some channel content, and then just kind of maybe do like a time lapse of the whole entire thing without really just kind of minimal editing and stuff like that, so that you guys can just watch the whole entire trip. Because at that point, you're going to have to stop for gas, you're going to have to stop for rest. Hell, you might even have to stop and do maintenance on your truck, depending on how things are going. So let me know down in the comment section below if you think that would be something that would be kind of interesting, is to see, like, once we do get to that point of being able to do like 1,000+ mile missions, if you'd like to see a time lapse of that whole entire trip, because I think that would actually be pretty sweet to do for some content. Yeah, we hit a little bit of slower traffic here on the trip so far. 380 miles to go until we arrive to our destination. Got to be getting pretty close to getting into Oklahoma here shortly. I am definitely going to pop out and get around this guy, though. Oh, I can't. That's our exit. You got to pay attention, Misled. You got to keep an eye on the GPS as well. Good Lord. Almost missed our exit there. That would have been... Oh, that would have been rough. That would have been pretty bad for us. This will probably be the last, one of the last episodes that get uploaded to the channel ahead of the Christmas time frame. Now, I am going to be taking just a little bit of time to kind of reset, recage, and regroup myself a little bit with the holiday season coming in. I do have some time off from work built into the schedule. I am going to be doing some recordings behind the scene and everything like that, but as far as the uploads, they are going to be a little bit sporadic here as we make our way through the holiday time frame. So I do ask, if you are eagerly awaiting some content to be released out onto the channel, please just be patient as we work our way through the holiday season here. New content is definitely coming. It will be up on the channel. And we will also be getting another live stream in before the turn of the new year as well, too. Probably going to go back and do some more farming sim content for the live stream. Maybe do a little bit of ATS and FS22 in the same live stream. I do like streaming American Trucking Simulator. I feel like it is very fun. I do enjoy the game. Last live stream that we had a pretty good turnout for that. But I feel like if we do make our way back into FS22 as well, we need to continue doing some work on Silver Run. We have not been too active on Silver Run lately with getting the roller coaster rebuild done. We need to pick up and make some more progress on that as well. Well, it's telling us that we're running out of fuel. I kind of can't believe they gave us a truck that doesn't have enough fuel to finish the job here, but we need to keep an eye out now for a gas station, because we're going to have to jump off the highway here shortly in order to fill up on some gas, which is kind of a bummer because this isn't even really like our truck. You would think that the company that wants us to go out and complete this job for them would have given us a truck that had enough gas to make the whole entire trip here. And are we getting rerouted for an accident, it looks like? Yes. Oh boy, this is getting even better by the second here. Now, I'm gonna be honest, they're probably... Oh, it'd be so close. I probably could squeak through that area. You know what? We're gonna go for it. There we go. What accident? We're not getting rerouted for no accident. We're going the way the game wants us to go. That's what we're gonna do. We kind of just do our own thing here with Misled Trucked Up Company. We don't really pay much attention to what you want us to do. We kind of just do what we need to do. We got to get this job done. I mean, we ain't got time to be getting rerouted. We need gas. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on. Looks like we're gonna get a chance. We're in Wichita, Kansas. We got 6 out of 14 sites visited for Kansas. I would love, yes, there is a fuel station down there, so we're gonna jump off on Hydraulic Avenue and 29th Street and grab some gas. Then we're gonna get back on the road and get these last 290 miles knocked out so we can complete this contract, make some money, and then take a look at the used truck sales page. Super stoked to finally be able to purchase our own truck. I feel like $100 ought to do it for us. That's $434. That's all the money we're gonna make on this contract. All the money that we just spent in gas is the money that we were gonna make on this contract. That's actually pretty insane. But I am looking at my money up top, and it does not appear that we actually had to purchase the gas. So maybe that's not such a bad thing after all. Maybe we are gonna be okay here for the time being. Maybe we just put it on the company's credit card, not ours. I'm okay with it, however we did it. I'm completely fine with it. We got the toll plaza ahead, stop for ticket. I don't think we're actually gonna stop for the ticket. I think we're just gonna try to drive. We're just gonna rip right on through here. Ooh, 20 mile an hour is the speed limit though. Ooh, yeah, we might want to slow down just a little bit getting through here. Probably gonna get a ticket. Start a toll road, fee will be paid at the end of the toll road. That's fine by us. Oklahoma City, here we come. 265 miles to go. Let's get after it. Let's get this contract knocked out. Get down there to McAlester, Oklahoma, catch a break, browse some trucks, take a loan, sign our life away. You know how it is. We need the monies. It's the same thing as on Farming Simulator. Gonna owe the bank for quite a while. For quite a while. We gotta stop at the way station. Come on, man. We got places to be, things to do. We ain't got time to. Oh, wait, way station bypass? Oh no, I think red means we need to stop. Dang it, man. Slowing us down. Look, there's no reason for me to be here. I'll just slip you a little bit of cash. We can just say I was here, and I'll just get right back on the road. We don't need to worry about anything. Thank you for your cooperation and have a safe journey. Well, I'd like to be able to finish the journey. You guys making me stop for gas, stop for way stations. Like, come on. I'm just a man out here trying to make a little bit of money so I can get my own truck. Well, I gotta say, I'm a little confused at what the GPS is really trying to do for us over here. It looks like it has us going all the way down here just to loop around and go back in the other direction. We're gonna have to kind of see how this plays out for us. Cannot say I really think that this cannot be what the GPS is actually going to try to do for us here. I'm thinking this has got to be just some sort of weird little glitch in the game here, but looking like we're going to need to be hitting up, what's that, South 35, heading towards Dallas. We got to be getting close to, if not already into Oklahoma. We only have 170 miles to go. Now, if you're someone else that is also familiar with ATS and you've been playing it a little bit and that you get into the mod market, feel free to drop some good mods down in the comment section below that you feel are worthwhile having installed for this game, as my knowledge level of some of the mods here on ATS are very minimal. I know of the realistic economy, and that's really truly about the only mod I really have that I think is definitely a worthwhile. Just adds a different dynamic to the game, kind of like playing on hard economy mode for FS22, especially for the survival series. So we are in Oklahoma City, 157 miles to go to get to McAlester. So we'll go ahead and kind of make this loop around here. It doesn't make sense why it has us looping around, but typical GPS. I guess I'll just we'll follow it, and if it gets us lost, it's clearly the GPS's fault. It's not ours at all. Well, we did right by believing the GPS. It does have us going in the right direction. 120 miles to go until we get to our destination here. Should arrive in about another 2 hours and 4 minutes of in-game time. Pretty simplistic trip, honestly, even though we kind of bypassed that little suggested detour that it wanted us to take. But that weird turnaround down there with the GPS, that was kind of weird. But we ended up jumping onto a different highway shortly after we made that turnaround. So, because I was watching the numbers and I wanted to make sure that the mileage actually continued to tick down, because I didn't have much faith and confidence that it was going to initially. But the 110 miles that we have left here on this trip is not going to take us long at all, and I'm very curious to see what the used truck market is going to have for us once we jump on that and take a look and see what the options are. Now, some of the used trucks out there are very nice. They're in very good shape, but they cost realistically just as much of a brand new truck does. But nonetheless, sometimes we can find some really nice ones on there for, like, you know, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 left in a brand new truck. I'm sorry, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 less than a brand new truck, which is good because it saves us money in the long run as well. So that's what we're going to have to be all about, especially with this hard economy mode. I mean, look at this. I mean, this trip was what, 63 cents on the mile, 601 mile trip, and we're only going to make $438. And as you guys seen, when we have to stop for gas, that could be our entire earnings just going right into our gas tank, which is definitely real life, because it's like that these days with the way gas prices are. Got a little copper sitting over there. Look, oh yeah, he's just hanging out. He's waiting for some. Oh boy, eyes on the road, misled. What are you doing? He's gonna turn around and pull you over. There are certainly a lot of accidents around here. That car just looked like it spontaneously combusted and blew up. That bad day for that homie. Total of $7 paid for by our employers. That's good. So that just gives us confirmation that anytime we have to buy gas or do tolls or anything like that, it is covered by the employer that we took the contract for. So that is good. Doesn't come out of our own pocket. But as I mentioned before, as soon as we get our own truck, that will no longer be the case. We're going to have to pay for tolls. We're going to have to pay for fines. We're going to pay for gas, everything out of our own pocket. And with needing the paybacks, I think it was like $670 something per day for this $150,000 loan that we're about to take, we're not going to be able to afford too many unnecessary expenditures such as tickets and stuff like that, because they can get pretty pricey. So things like watching our speed, not running into other vehicles, stuff like that. Also, we want to keep an eye on trailer damage as well too during these contracts, because that will also get deducted out of our total earnings once we have completed that job contract. But we don't have very far at all to go. Looks like we are rolling up on the Hitachi dealer here, just down here at the end of the road. So we'll get down here, get parked, drop this trailer off, and then go ahead and collect on our $438 payday. Big bucks, getting paid the big money. 2 sites out of 10 visited for the Sooner State, being Oklahoma. We have arrived to McAlester. Let's see where they want us to pull in here at, and then we'll get this trailer parked and see where we are. Hopefully we hit level 3, and then we can put another stat point into our driver and start making a little bit more money that way as well. Let's go ahead and kind of just a big old bending U-turn. Gentlemen, what is going on? Please open the gate for us. Thank you, appreciate it. We're gonna play it safe, and we're just gonna pull straight ahead with the trailer that we have here. Again, don't really want to be losing out on any money. It's hard enough to make this $438, and it's not gonna get us very far, so we can't afford to lose much of it at all, especially again with taking that loan. That's going to be our big thing there. And we have arrived. We are decoupling, and that is going to be completion on that contract there. 10 hours and 22 minutes of time taken to drive. 653 miles is the total duration of that trip. And we did hit level 3, so that is good. We're going to earn ourselves a stat point. And as you can see, $438. Man, it's tough. It's tough out here. It's going to be tough out here. Now, we can do a point into long distance, which is going to give us a 2% higher reward for delivery distances longer than 650 miles. We could also do high value cargo, 18% experience bonus for high value delivery, and then the rest goes into the actual reward. We could do fragile, just in time, or we could do some fuel economy. Now, I feel like with hard economy mode enabled, fuel economy is definitely going to be more of a concern for us. I think the distances that we have for our contracts are pretty decent right now. That was a 630-ish mile contract there. Fuel economy sounds pretty good. I think let's do one more point into long distance. That's going to give us deliveries up to 1,000 miles, which would be good as we work our way towards trying to get like cross-country deliveries. I think our next skill point, though, we're going to put into fuel economy. That takes our total bankroll up to $13,373. Let's go visit the bank. A $150,000 loan is going to be $676 a day. We didn't even make enough money on that last contract to cover the cost of the loan. With that, we need to pop in here, need to take a look at our used truck category. I really like this truck right here, 46,000 miles. It's not bad whatsoever. Nice little Volvo truck, 5-star rating, meaning it's in very good shape. Engine's got 8% wear, looks like transmission 9% wear, drivetrain 3%, cab 5, looks like brakes or wheels at 3%. Not too bad, not perfect, but not too bad. Down here we get into 106,000. All the damage percentages on that one are actually very clean. 2%, 2%, 1%, 9% being the worst of it all. 51,000 miles total. I think the Volvo had 46. It's not horrible. It's not horrible whatsoever. Pretty low percent, a couple 0% on that one down there. That's actually pretty nice. That's a Kenworth, Western Star. What's the one over back here on this page? We got the Freightliner, Cascadia Day Cab, the Peterbilt 389 Day Cab. 35,000 miles, but now we're starting to get into some higher levels of damage or wear and tear on the vehicle. Permanent wear is at 1%. Part wear, I really don't feel like we need to be too concerned with that. What is the permanent wear on this one at? 1%. I really like this Volvo truck. I think it's pretty nice. Can we like take a look at it at all, or is this all we get for it? That's looking like that's all we get. Well, and the nice thing too is even if we go with the Volvo and we have the $150,000 loan, that still leaves us money left over in our pocket, in the bank, I should say. to where we can afford to take payments out on the $150,000 loan. So I think that's exactly what we're going to do. $150K to get us started here, which is going to get us our first truck. Let's go back, revisit the bank, fill out some paperwork. Interest rate 3%, daily installments $676. Yes, so in 224 days, or if we have enough money, we can go ahead and repay the whole entire thing. Now, this is one thing I wish American Trucking Simulator would do just a little bit differently with maybe a future update or something along with it, is allow us to manually make a payment back to the bank in an amount that we would like to repay. So once I hit repay, all it says is, do you really wish to spend $150,000 to repay the loan? I would like to be able to come in here and have the option of maybe paying like $5,000 or $10,000, something along those lines, where I can make it kind of a little bit more custom, and I can pay this loan off earlier than 224 days. But nonetheless, $676, not too bad, even for a $500,000 loan. Realistically, it just slightly more than doubles what we're paying for a $150,000 loan, and we're getting $500,000 to start, so not too bad. Got a couple emails here. What do we have? We can help you grow. Bank, yep, we just talked about that. We've been to the bank already. Looking for skilled drivers with their own trucks for a large number of deliveries. We offer competitive rates up to $9,100 for a job. Please, if you have your own vehicle, inquire directly at our dock in Topeka. Northwestern Energy. Okay, I see you, Northwestern. We're gonna keep you guys in mind. And then jumping back in, I don't know, man. I kind of want to do the Volvo, but at the same point, kind of want to do the Peterbilt. The Peterbilt costs $14,000 more, but permanent wear in the wear rate on it is a lot higher as well too. I'll tell you what, let's go. We're gonna rock with the Volvo. That is exactly what we're gonna do. And then our headquarters is based out of Topeka, which is perfect because now we can go to Western Energy. Was that not where it was at? I'm pretty sure that's where it was at. We are now the proud owner. Thank you for your purchase. We'll deliver your newly bought truck to your garage in Topeka immediately. That's what I like to see. Please note that all trucks bought here have regular insurance paid already. Nice. I like it. So we officially own our own truck. So now we get to enter into the free roam, where we are able to drive wherever it is that we would like to go. We can also take a look at freight contracts that we can actually drive to the business that's offering the contract. We can pick it up and then drive to the location where the delivery needs to go. The catch is you don't automatically spawn back in Topeka, where we have our headquarters here at. You're in that city where you've delivered that load to, and then to get back to your headquarters, you've got a couple different options. You can either, I think there's an option to fast travel. Otherwise, you have to drive all the way back to your headquarters if that's where you want to get back to. So free roam is definitely very cool. This is a big part of the game for me that I really enjoy. Volvo looking pretty nice in here. I like this. This is a nice looking little truck. Let's get around here on the outside. Everything's looking pretty good. Lights all work. Heck yeah, man. All right, so what do we have as far as... Oh, I didn't mean to turn the windshield wipers on. Just want to take a look at the map here. Let's kind of zoom in. So it looks like we do have a maintenance shop over here. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this. And we'll drive over here and maybe take a look at repainting our truck. Honestly, though, we really don't need to. Let's just take a look at the freight market here. So these are a little bit better here now. So a $538 or 538 mile job, $2,400. Now, if we were to take the quick jobs, you'll see here jumps right back. So even with the fact that we still have the hard economy mode, some of these jobs do pay significantly more money than what we were doing as far as the picking up the contract and doing the work for another company. Now, here you can see if we wanted to take this contract here, we'd have to drive down to Oklahoma City. So a shortcut way to figure out what jobs are all in Topeka is just to click on Topeka, and it will give you a list of jobs that you can pick up from here and then drive to their destinations. So this one here, taking us out to Ardmore, and that's the Northwestern Energy Company. Smithfield, looks like they just have us going over to the northeastern corner of Colorado up in Sterling. Lufkin, Texas, another 650 mile jaunt. Look at that one there. That's quite a trip. We could head over to Denver, Colorado. These trailers here, though, I'm not a big fan of pulling these ones. These ones just don't really handle that well, in my opinion. But nonetheless, what else do we have here? Nice little quick rundown to Oklahoma, and then we get into some lower tier payouts. I'm kind of thinking maybe we go to Sterling, Colorado. We just drove down to McAllister, so I'm not going to do that trip again. Ardmore, Oklahoma, that's paying $1,000. We could just go right down to Lufkin, Texas. That's not bad. And the difference there is 60 miles. We're actually making more money per mile on the Smithfield trip going over to Sterling, Colorado. I think that's what we're going to do. Set it as a GPS destination. We're going to go pick that job up real quick. Now, the problem here is we are tired. So we are very likely going to need to go find somewhere where we can kind of rack out, get some sleep, and go about our business on another day, which means we're probably going to lose the contract that is taking us down to Sterling, Colorado, but not a big deal. There's definitely going to be more available for us. So let me get to a place where we can get some sleep. Matter of fact, we just sleep right here at headquarters. Come on, Miss Led, what are you thinking, man? What are you thinking? Back this rig up. Let's pull into the garage. Let's get some sleep. We'll wake up. Probably going to be somewhere close to midnight. It's going to be nighttime nonetheless. And then we'll see what the job market has for contracts out there for us. All right, the freight market. Here we go. Ton of contracts looking like here. So, all right, Topeka, Kansas. We still have the GPS set for this one. They are expecting delivery anytime from Wednesday at 5 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. Might as well call it. Offer expires in an hour and a half. Let's go ahead. I think we still take it. I think that's still the one. Is it still loaded into our GPS? It absolutely is. So let's go over there and let's get hooked up to that trailer. Let's get on the road. Let's start putting some miles on our own truck, making our own money. All right, pulling up here to Smithfield. Gonna go ahead and pull through the gate and go get ourselves. We got a security check? What? Wow, that's... Okay, I've never been to a place that actually made us do a security check. That's actually pretty crazy. But now, realistically, what we should be able to do is just drive down around through here. And the trailer that we are hauling should be marked for us here at some point. Probably going to be all the way down here at the very end. If I was a betting man. Oh, there's our contract icon over there. That's what we're actually going to need to hook up to. All right, viewing the job offer, we're going to go to Freight Market here. So now we can see that they do have other options for contracts, but again, we're pretty much set on taking the Sterling, Colorado contract. 590 miles, not too bad. $2.72 a mile going to Colby, Kansas. That's... Oh, well, I mean, it's a little bit larger of a trailer. But we're going to head out. We're going to make our way out to Colorado. Let's just go ahead and take that job for right now. And there's... Oh, hey, the trailer's right there next to us. Perfect. Easy. Go ahead, back up. Get connected to the trailer. Let's get on the road. Sterling, Colorado. Here we come. Oh, better slow down. I do forget how just relaxing this game can be sometimes. Just kind of sitting back, driving, just pounding down the miles here as we make our way to Sterling, Colorado. You take a look around too. I mean, the scenery is just really good with the setting sun over there. I mean, it just looks very, very good. Just such a relaxing game. Just kind of can kick back, just drive, don't really have to do much thinking. But at the same point in time, like, you know, you still have a lot of good objectives that you're working towards, whether it's, you know, buying a new truck, making money, hiring drivers for your company, so on and so forth. Or maybe it's just, you know, you just appreciate the challenge of taking on some of these longer contracts in the game, which again is something that I'd really, really enjoy doing as much as we possibly could, doing like a cross-country trip. I think that would be absolutely awesome to do, and especially just have it be all in one episode. And have it just be like just time lapse the whole entire thing, minimize some of the editing that I normally would do with episodes with like for FS22 and ATS and just complete time lapse the entire thing. And I think that would be interesting. And then it just kind of check in throughout the trip, throughout the contract, because we'd have to obviously stop for gas, stop for rest, stuff like that. And then from there, just kind of let you know, see how things are going. But yeah, outside of that, I mean, the game is just, you look around, you can't complain. I mean, the game gets a lot of support, a lot of DLC has been coming out for it, and just kind of keeps it fun and interesting. And again, the game is relatively cheap, and it often is on sale on Steam too. So if you're interested, if you're watching the series and you're kind of interested, feel free to check it out. ATS, it's on Steam, relatively cheap game. You have the option to buy some of the DLC. The mods are pretty easy to manage compared to FS22, which typically FS22 is not that bad for mod management either, but ATS also has them. A bunch of different things you can do, realistic companies, realistic trailers, hard economy, so on and so forth. The list goes on. But with that, we got about 350 miles left to go here as we make our way out to Sterling, Colorado. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and continue my truck on with these 350 remaining miles on our way out to Sterling, Colorado. I appreciate you guys riding along with me on this episode here as we finally own our own truck. Yes, it's not brand new, but it's new to us, and that's what matters. We had to take a little bit of a loan to get there, but it's looking like we're going to be able to make some good money, and paying back the loan is not really going to be too much of a concern for us. Hopefully in the next couple episodes, we'll be able to hire some drivers, get a garage going. We're going to continue to put our stat points into some of the long distance and then also the fuel economy. If anything significant happens between now and the end of the trip when we arrive into Sterling, Colorado, I will be sure to get you guys up to date as we move into episode 3 here on the ATS series on the Misled Farms channel. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will catch you in the next one. Amazon Prime coming in to deliver your Christmas presents.